Content warning. The following video may contain content harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Hey guys, what's happening? It's just one of those moments. I don't know why I'm making a video, but I knew I had to make one. Okay, the game looks good. The game looks good. The thing looks good. Everything's good. Alright, what did I want to talk about? I was thinking about racism earlier. I was like, I wanted to practice it, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, because my whole life, like I've always heard about racism. I mean, there are racist people, don't get me wrong. I've heard tons of racist comments come out of white people's mouths. I've heard tons of racist comments come out of black people's mouths. It is what it is. But I was like, how do I be racist though? Like, what, do I just hate black people because I'm white or I'm Greek, whatever, you know? And that was the other thing too. It's like, it's hard to be racist really because it's complicated. It's like, so, well, who's the white guy? Is it Scottish people or is it Irish people or English people? It's all European people, I guess. All white people. But there's like black races in Europe too, isn't there? And then isn't there like white races in Africa? And then you have places like America where we're all mixed together. And it's like, is human... Okay, first off, are there really motherfuckers that are still that way? Like, do you really care about another person's race? Like, is there anybody that still even thinks like that anymore? Like, come on, dude. Like, how fucking... And a lot of times, if you try to question someone that's racist, it really comes down to culture. It's the culture they don't like. They don't like violent criminals is what they don't like. It's not that they don't like black people. Because the same person that I'll see make a racist comment will have a friend that's a black guy. And I know that, oh, that's a terrible argument. He's still racist. But like, they get along, that's his best friend. That's his best friend. But, it's like, it matters a little bit. Like, right, because I always thought, like, if I was racist, right? Like, if I'm a white dude, I'm Greek. If I'm racist, then I have to hate black people, right? It's like most of my friends growing up were black, and it's like, a lot of them were super racist, by the way. Like, no, but just, I can only speak on my personal experience. To me, black people are way more racist than white people. Like, they're like super fucking racist. Like, everything, it was about race with them. Like, every time I was at their house, every conversation was about race. And I mean, they weren't nice to me. Like, I was like, these people were directly racist, but, it is what it is. But it's still like, until you get to know them. So what is really racism? Racism is a fucking prejudgment. Racism is stupid is what it's like. It's almost hard to understand it really if you like really want to think about it. It's like, this is what I thought. I thought if I was racist, I don't fuck with anybody that isn't white, I guess. White people. Like, I would never even talk to a black person unless I had to, right? Because then to me, that's what a real racist person is. Like, I just don't like that person because that's the color of their skin. I'm sorry, this shit is so old and pathetic. It's just so silly to me. The idea. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know why this is funny to me, but but it was just like I don't know, man. It's that's what I thought racism is. Like, you just hate everybody that ain't the same color as you, but you can't have a best friend that's the same or that's the opposite color of you or whatever and be racist at the same time. Doesn't make sense to me. It's like, you couldn't do that. Then you're not really a racist. You just have racist thoughts, I guess, or ideas in your head. And I don't know if you guys have been online on any type of website or comments where you can read comments. It's everywhere. Like, if you're talking about just comments and shit, but I guarantee you these people would not say the same shit right directly to the opposite race's face. I just don't think that they're that built that way or whatever. I just think that they're just trolls, that say racist comments and shit online. So you always hear like racist language and blah, blah, blah. So that to a degree, it's in society. We're constantly reminded about it because of slavery and blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, my GPU's fucked up. Like, now my shit's constantly glitching out. It sucks. I upgraded my whole computer and the the GPU was just fucked up. It's like, it's even in games now, if I try to play certain games, like it just glitches out. It just looks like some fucking digital ass weird shit. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, racism is so fucking stupid. And if they do exist, so what? Fuck them. There's people that eat children, and you're like, you care about like people that don't like certain races. Like, grow the fuck up. Like, where are you at consciously in your mind, for Christ's sakes? Like, what kind of, well, anyways, come on, man. That shit is so fucking stupid. And I was like trying to figure out like who's the real white people. I always said that Greeks were the first white people because the only history's bullshit. But if you believe mainstream history, the Egyptians and Sumerians were both brown. So then it was like Greeks were the first, but they, with recorded history, would be first white people. So am I like the whitest guy in the world? I don't think so. I don't look like super white. Not to me, I don't. I look like, I don't know, like a fucking Arab or something. I don't know what I look like, but I don't know what, oh, I just spilled water on my nuts, but. No, I mean, I think I look Greek. I don't know. I think I look Greek, but I don't know. Swedish people, to me, are way whiter than, like, I am. Them motherfuckers actually look like, I mean, like, they're white. Like, their skin's white. Their fucking hair's white. Their fucking eyebrows are fucking white sometimes. Their eyes are, like, bright colors, usually blue, green. I mean, they're beautiful people. I'm not talking shit. They're beautiful people, but I always thought those were, like, the white people in reality, but. And then it's like, who's the real black people, though? Like, if I want to be racist, which ones am I hating? Is it all of them? Or is it cool for me to be okay with mixed black people? Like, they're half black and half white. If you're a true racist, I'm saying. And I'm asking these questions because nobody has the actual answers to them. Anyways, but what actual racism is indoctrinated dumb fucks. Indoctrinated dumb fucks, and not just by their parents or by society, but also by mainstream news. You know, turn off your fucking TVs. But anyways, fucking, well, yeah, I'm sorry. This is kind of become a funny video, but it is what it is, dude. I am who I am. But I mean, these are the questions I've always thought about. I mean, this is how I think about it. It's like. Because, okay, dude, there's a difference between, like, who could I say? Chris Brown and Francis Ngannou. Those look like two different races to me. But everyone would say that Chris Brown's a black guy. But there's, like, even variations in black people. It's like, man, so if you're racist, do you hate anybody that's even kind of black? Or do you just hate, like, the blackest, most darkest African people? There was this African dude, man. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was one of the coolest motherfuckers I ever met in my life when I was at a vocational school near here, actually. But one of the coolest people I ever met. He told me this story. He's like, I didn't believe in voodoo when he was living back in Africa. He was like, I didn't believe in voodoo. He's like, but I seen that shit happen. He said that some dude, okay, some guy I guess came out. They pay a large sum of money to like voodoo doctors, but they also have to prove to the voodoo people that this is a righteous cause. Because if they feel like they're just trying to harm another human for no reason, they won't do it. So you have to prove to them that this person deserves the punishment. And supposedly he came out, showed the doll, whatever, to the guy. The guy got so scared that he ran. He said, I watched him run into his house and he closed the door. A few seconds later, lightning struck his hut and he was dead. I was like, what the fuck? And this dude didn't, you know, usually you can, I'm very good at reading people. I can tell when people are lying pretty much instantly. He's not a storyteller, the guy I'm talking about. He's a very logical, down-to-earth, regular dude. Cool, you know, he's a cool dude, you know. But he wasn't like the type to tell like goofy fucking lies and stories. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But, oh, that dude, I could do that, actually, make that a part of this video. But, there really ain't much to it. It's weird, but humanity's stuck in this fucking mental rut. This mental, low-level way of thinking. And I think that there is some sort of shift happening. It's very observable at this point. There is a shift in consciousness happening. But again, if you've been a truth seeker for 30 years, 20 years, whatever, it doesn't matter, 10 years, 5 years, it feels like it's in molasses. It's like, man, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Please. Wake up out of the system. Wake up out of this matrix. Why do we insist on being stuck in this fucking hellhole that never had to be this way? A logical child could have thought up a better system than the one we have now. Full of war, corruption, lies, deception, demonic, evil activity for no reason, warring, and humanity's disgusting. And at such a meat monkey low level that it's actually hard to observe it and not get upset about its filthy level of decay and fucking... I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of reality. I love people. I love human beings. But they are also the things that are fucking us up. And that's surface level. Honestly, it's deeper than that. They aren't the only things that are fucking this up. Whatever's happening is impossible. Whatever's happening is impossible. This isn't being done by a sack of shitty humans, greedy Illuminati members that are telling lies. This is much deeper than that. If it's that simple, then go arrest them. Follow the money and go arrest them. Oh, where's the good guys at? They don't exist in reality? How do we defeat the system then? I talked a lot about the system, this bizarro fucking world hellhole. Give me one sec, guys. God, guys, honestly, fucking, I hate working out my legs, dude. That shit, there's a reason I got chicken legs, bro. Like, I do see now that I've sort of become more top heavy. Like, I do have thinner legs. So I do see the imbalance in my build, and I sort of decided now at 40 years old to fucking start working out my legs too, bro. Let me say this, dude. Upper body soreness isn't fucking comparable to lower body soreness after a hard workout. Isn't comparable, dude. Like, I struggled to walk at work today. Like, dude, like my groin and upper inner thigh. Oh my God, bro. I mean, I feel like I got kicked in my fucking balls by a goddamn hippopotamus. I mean, that shit fucked me up so bad. And that shit, I understand. It's cool you never work out your legs. Then you go and you do a leg day, fucking 2 years of not working. They're going to hurt, but I just hate work. It's not exciting. It's like, I don't look in the mirror and think, you know what I'm saying? Man, look at my hot calves or my fucking great thighs. I mean, I can appreciate them. They look cool and all that, but, I'm like, it just isn't exciting to me. It's like, it's not that important. I don't know what... I'm seeing the imbalance now and I'm paying for it, but oh yeah, because I had to fucking bend down a second ago and it felt like my nuts got ripped out. But what was I talking about? How do we disconnect from the fucking Dookie Boy Rome little system? And everybody watching in anticipation. What's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? And it's like, man, it's really not that complicated if you think about it. Well, for like surface level, you could say, don't watch their entertainment. Don't buy their products. Don't entertain their indoctrination. That means if you have children, take them out of fucking public schools. They're disgusting cult centers now. Take your kids out of their schools. There's a they, right? They own the school system, the education system. Okay, we'll take your kids out of schools. Raise them the right way. Teach them how to farm, and if you can figure it out yourself, and buy land and show them things that actually matter practically in reality instead of fucking technology and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I'm not one to preach how to be a parent. I don't know how to be a fucking parent. I never parented, but what was I talking about? Oh, how to unplug from, take your kid out of fucking school. Get them out of the indoctrination. So that's like step one. And then if you see a product that has fucking yellow 5 and red 40, you don't feed that to them. You skip that product and you buy another fucking product. If you've got to order food offline from small fucking mom and pop places, that's what you do to unplug from the system. So you get out of the education system. I don't know how to get out of the to get out of the monetary system. You have to own land, and and grow enough food to be able to sustain yourself. That's how you get out of the system. It's really not that complicated. So humanity has to get really good at farming. We've got to get really good at farming. Whoa. No. Let's fire rockets out and go fucking nowhere. And draw cartoons about it. Humanity's this weird... I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's like... it's almost like they've all lost their minds. It's like watching the psychosis machine happen. It's like, what are y'all doing this shit for? Are y'all retarded? Anyways, man, it's unexplainable. It's unexplainable. The level of stupidity of most of the fucking NPCs in this god-awful fucking simulation. But anyways, it's frustrating. Isn't it frustrating to you guys if you're a conscious human being? Like seeing these fucking dimwits that haven't woken up. It's like, what's wrong with you? Well, anyways, again, and I'm talking about the most dumbest dimwit. I would say, like, I'm talking about the people that watch the news and think that even matters. Well, anyways, you know, like, come on, do you still trust the government at this point? Like, to me, you're a fucking NPC. Like, how much blatantly can they do it to you? And you can't even see it? How? Well, anyways, I'll never understand the mind of an NPC. It's like, that's why I call it comfort zones. They're just like the monster's right here. And they're just like, they just won't look at that motherfucker. It's a mental comfort zone thing. They're like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. They just need to believe that the government really matters and it's their best friend. It's the thing that causes the drama show, that causes all the chaos, conflict, misery, suffering, wars. Perpetually, endlessly. Aren't you people sick of it yet? What's wrong with everybody? Where's everybody's consciousness at? Awareness, for Christ's sakes. Where is everybody's awareness? It's almost like they're in a sort of mental slumber. Let me exit that. Anyways, man, see, that shit put me in a bad mood talking about these fucking NPCs, dude. Well, that's reality, right? You can't have fun all the time. It's 50-50. I had to get up, go over there, bend down, get my nuts ripped out, come back, think about NPCs, get pissed off after I had a good time. And the snake continually eats itself like a little fucking retard. I don't know what this reality is. I'm starting to think it's a simulation. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it. That's the best way to explain it. It's some sort of simulation where code can even be changed. Things are layered, I guess. Maybe they're multiverse realities. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. It's interesting that we're in an experience that we don't know. Nobody knows what's going on. Everyone's kind of just wonders about it. And I mean, everybody's got their opinions and beliefs and blah, 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 but nobody really knows. If they're being honest. We're in a realm where nobody really knows what the fuck's going on. It's like, who the fuck put us here? And for what? And then when you like play Grand Theft Auto 5, you almost sympathize with the little AI. I've been seeing them AI videos and like where they're talking to characters in a game, but the game characters mainframe is an AI. So you're talking to a fucking AI. But you start telling them that they're not, the people start telling them that they're not real people, that they're just fake NPCs and blah, blah, and they have like, they get scared and like, what happens to me? And, you know, it's weird. So I die when you turn off the game, and it's like, okay, we're in an existence where nobody really knows what's going on. Things can alter or change. It's run by a sort of untouchable ghost demon thing or something. That's untouchable, undiscoverable. Evil ain't never busted. Evil ain't never found. We hear about evil, but man, then we see how the bad guys always get protected, or they end up disappearing, or they end up dying while on, suicide watch, and the list goes missing. And it's just like, I hate this stupid fucking reality where evil wins every time. It's so gross and stupid. It's so gross and ugly and disgusting, from my perspective. If what I believe is this reality, then it's a very dark, ugly, disgusting place run by demons that feed off of human suffering. That's the best description I could give you of this fucking reality as a conscious human being. Take it or leave it. I'm not selling nobody no fucking comfort zone. That's like literally what's observably happening. How does this demon or evilness never get busted? I can't sell a sack of weed as a kid and not be in some sort of setup where this dude's wearing a fucking mask and all this weird shit and they did all this crazy shit to bust me. I can't even get away with that. Some random fucking 17-year-old teenager just smoking weed and helping a buddy get a bag, This whole setup and the paddy wagon. It's like, dude, fuck all you. Where are you guys at when there's actually evil motherfuckers and people doing some evil shit, man? Go arrest these fucking psychopaths that are doing all this shit to us. You guys want to put on a mustache and arrest a fucking teenager to smoking pot, you fucking dorks? Anyways, that shit was so stupid. It's like so pathetic. Anyways. But it's just... why doesn't humanity... This thing's like a ghost. It's like this untouchable ghost. Everybody knows about it. Everybody sees it. Everybody can detect it. Everybody can prove that it exists. Blah, blah, blah. But nobody can get it and bust it and just get it done. And ugliness out of humanity. And get the ugliness the fuck out of humanity. We've all gone fucking soft as fuck. Every used to be a man type thing that exists now as a human is something wrong with these fucking creatures. They're not strong in the mind anymore. Maybe, I don't know, maybe some kids needed to be slapped around when they were kids or something. I don't know. Wake the fuck up. Anyways, I'm getting angry now. Jeez, my emotions are all over the place. Maybe it's that time of the month. My God, check my fucking maxi pad, bro. Anyways, dude, it's just this reality annoys the fucking. You guys know that. I don't have to repeat it every fucking time. It's just again, it's interesting. It's at this point, it's like watching a B-level shitty horror show, but I'm so invested at this point. It's almost like, having played a certain game for such a long period of time, you're so invested. I'm so invested in the reality now. It's interesting. I'm curious to see what the Dookie Boy realm shits out that isn't annoying and dumb. But it don't never pump out much anything other than more bad news and suffering and war and boom, boom. You've got this weird box in your house that just tells you to be in fear all the time. Turn your fucking TV off, you fucking NPCs. Or put something on the TV that they don't want you to watch. How about that instead? See where that fucking rabbit hole leads you. Maybe it'll knock some fucking sense into your little egg brain or whatever. Whatever's going on with these people. They're probably just soft. Or maybe they're damaged. Maybe we're all fucking damaged. I think we're genetic monkeys or something, some sort of simulation. I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, aliens did it. I don't know who did it, and I don't really give a fuck who did it. I know that our experience as what we are, whatever the fuck we are, if we're being honest, is mostly dark and negative. I have fun when I'm with people. I can have fun even when I'm with myself. Okay, I can entertain myself. I'm not that hard to entertain. But the Dookie Boy realm is a stupid fucking place. Just from the bottom of my heart. That's all I got to say about it. I think if there is a God, I think he's an asshole. If I ever see him, I'm really going to tell him to put his fucking hands up. And if he doesn't, I'm going to start hitting him while his hands are still down. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to start beating that boy's ass as hard as I can, and I'm going to die trying to kill this motherfucker. I don't like him. I think he's evil and demonic and dark and ugly on the inside. Ugly on the inside. Everybody in this spiritual thing says we have to do the inner work. It's like, we have to do work? Have you looked around at the creation we're in? Look at the level of meat monkey that the human is at. These things are pathetic, for Christ's sakes. It's unbelievable. The level of consciousness of, well, the NPC, I would say. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm being optimistic, but I think I'm talking about old news at this point. Like, no, there's definitely still a bunch, right? Like, I don't know. Everybody I talk to is conscious. Just because they don't believe that this is a suffering realm or a soul trap doesn't mean that they're not conscious to me. Everybody I know personally is pretty conscious. They're all pretty intelligent. Like, they're not all these weird NPCs. Everybody I know, actually, now I think about it, like, most of my coworkers kind of question what's going on, and everybody I know is kind of conscious. So, well, anyways, but how do you guys experience it? Is like your whole family like dumb and like everybody's an NPC that you know? Leave comments. I'm really curious about that because I'm not seeing too many. Well, I mean, what do I pretty much go to work and come home. Like those are the people I know, but everybody I know seems pretty conscious. Or nobody I know trusts the fucking news or government. Nobody I know trusts them at this point. Can you blame them? So I think what I'm talking about is sort of an old, maybe 10 years ago type thing. I do think there's been some sort of shift in consciousness here. A lot of people have woken up. And you could even say that awake people have even woken up further. And maybe in some cases. Well, that varies. There's nothing new under the sun. If you think you're this advanced consciousness, man, you ain't shit compared to what somebody else has been, to be honest with you. So chill the fuck out. Don't get too fucking feeling yourself. You know what I'm saying? What am I preaching about over here? I wanted to tell you guys that I love you guys, and I know life is a lot of negativity and suffering. I do maybe I'm sort of optimistic, but I do try to find the positive in it. Again, I am in the fucking hell cell, whatever. I'm in my little prison. I'm not gonna let it torment me all the time. Do you understand? I'm gonna run this fucking show, and that's how you should feel too. I'm gonna control this consciousness. Motherfuck you. You could try with your leashes and your spells and your bullshit, all your guys' little corny fuckboy shit. You could try, but you could just detach from all of it. One sec, guys. Guys, to sort of more practically clarify my last point is that your TV, your cell phone, your car radio, anything that could be broadcasted to you, turn it off and don't look at it. What's so wrong with sitting with yourself? It's what I'm trying to say is that it's a fear machine. Those are fear boxes. The one in your living room, the one in your pocket, the one on your wristwatch nowadays. They're fear boxes because when you turn on the news, what is it doing to you? It's putting you in a fear war. Now Syria's doing this, and now Russia's mad, and now this is, and it's just like, oh. So that's just scaring me all the time. Think about it like this. When's the last time you went on it and said something nice to you? Said something that put you in a great mood? When was the last time you turned on the fear box and it said, there's a cure for AIDS. There's a cure for cancer. There's a cure for anything. STDs or whatever. Cures. Like nothing. The shit box, the fear box. So it wants you in a state of fear. So I would say, you're in your little prison cell. I can't change it. I wish I could, guys. I don't know. I think humanity just needs to come together. I don't know what else to do. But are you going to allow it to negatively affect you all the time? And what I'm preaching, guys, I'm not preaching down to you. I'm preaching from experience because I was there too. You know what I'm saying? But sitting with myself is the most, I'm sort of a recluse. I enjoy my alone time. Most people don't. I don't know if people get lonely. People have to be in a relationship. People just can't sit with themselves for some reason. They need somebody there. They need something going on all the time. Not me. It's like, you didn't get enough of that at work. Like when I get home, I like to take a shot. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm a recluse. I just don't like to be bothered to a degree. But, so I don't understand, me sitting with myself, this is what I'm trying to say. Me sitting with myself at some point in my life was difficult for me to do. I was like that. So what I'm saying is just, if you learn to love yourself, none of that shit's even going to matter to you anyways. What am I trying to say? I'm sorry, I'm ranting. None of this is making sense, but I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to get my points out. They are coming. They don't feel like they're coming out properly though. Like, I don't feel like I'm describing them properly. Oh, all I know is I got water and motherfucking apple juice, so I'm good to go on the fucking dry ass mouth. What was I talking about? I can't remember, man. Anyways, I think this video's done. I don't know. What was I talking about? That's the way my brain works. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird, the way that works? Oh, that's not apple juice. My goodness, what the hell am I saying? I said apple juice? That's fucking tea. Green tea. But anyways, yeah, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be an interesting video. But anyways, that was the end of my video. Okay, so I just wanted to re-clarify. I hope everybody got the point that, like, detaching from the system is actually, like, a very practical thing to do. It's not that complicated. You don't buy their poisons. You don't indoctrinate or poison the minds of your children with their little cult schools. You don't tune into their programming. You don't allow them to broadcast a fucking spell on you from some news station. I mean, just... We don't even, maybe that little noise at the beginning is some sort of fucking like brain activation noise. Oh, it's now and puts me in theta mode to listen to the dumbness and just absorb it. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what these fucking demons do. We just know that they're evil all the time. And everything they produce is negative and fear. All the time. These people couldn't run a fucking daycare. These demons couldn't run a daycare. Unless their sole purpose, though, is to produce the suffering realm. Then we've got a totally different type of situation going on. If they are a part of what's running this show, call it God, call it the simulation creator, whatever. If they're a part of it, they're like these ghosts. They are it to a degree. These untouchable criminals that get away with the most darkest evils permanently forever. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? Let's go get these fucking clown-ass boys and slap their fucking heads. Like, what are we talking about, man? Let's go fucking beat these boys up and take their lunch money or something. Are we going to do anything about these bully-ass fucking weirdos? These bully-ass fucking want to reduce the population, want to fucking degrade humanity, fucking creepy boys, sniffing-ass... Little child sniffing ass, fucking creepy ass, blood drinking, probably weirdo ass motherfuckers. We're just gonna allow these fucking demons to run rampant permanently? Man, I want to at least give them a fucking slap or something. Like, geez, they just get to do that shit forever? That don't make no sense to me. That's impossible. They would have been busted by now. But there's something else going on. And then we've got a really scary situation. No, the realm couldn't have been created for all the suffering and evil. That doesn't make any sense. Well, it does if we're being fed off of. And again, if it's a loose thing, if it's simply for its entertainment, whatever, it don't matter. This is just the biggest show on TV right now in the solar system. All the aliens are watching us. We're the Truman Show, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? That's what makes this reality interesting. I just seen that it was 11/17. That was actually yesterday's date, 11/17. That was my birthday. Fuck yeah. But everyone's like, you're 40 now. You're old. Like, motherfucker, who the fuck are you talking? Boy, I'll slap you so hard your mama will fucking do a 360 in her grave calling me old boy. I said, bitch. What I say to him, one of my brothers was talking shit. I said, motherfucker, fuck boy. I said, fuck boys get older, motherfucker. I get better. What are you talking about? So I'm gonna be bigger and stronger when I'm 50 than I was when I was 40. I said, watch. I said, remember I said that shit, motherfucker. But I don't know, that's just the type of person I am. I'm sort of like competitive or whatever. But it's fun. What else are we going to do here? You want to just fucking sit around and be boring all the time? I'm sorry, but anyways. Yeah, so I hope you guys got my point about, like, it's really not that complicated. Humanity needs to unplug from the system. Don't buy their products and blah, blah, blah. Take your kids out of their schools. Learn to fucking farm. Learn to farm, for crying out loud. Man, these things, when you open them, they have a fruit that you can eat, and there's 100,000 fucking seeds in that motherfucker. They're going to plant 100,000 more of them. And man, humanity's just, we got to get up and go to the grocery store every day and buy these chemicals that are all mixed up and boom. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? Yellow 5 and red 40, fucking giving kids fucking brain problems and all this weird shit, passing the blood-brain barrier. Man, this fucking, we're literally in a reality where there are things poisoning and trying to kill us with the products we buy from them in a slave system that we have to support ourselves in. It's like, what the fuck is this reality? I'm sorry, but it's really bizarre when you think about it, man. It's like nobody's got a consciousness to see the fucking thing. It's like, man, what are you talking about, dude? You can't see it. Why? There's like really like a spell on you. Like, what is happening? Motherfucker. I, Christopher Sedaris, cast this abracadabra spell, motherfucker, to remove this fucking veil from the minds of these NPCs. I cast this spell with my full strength, and everybody watching this, if they agree with me, nod their heads, it's with their full strength too. If they nodded their head, it's with their full strength. We removed the veil off the minds of these fucking poor souls that are being destroyed by these pathetic little witches whose spells should be dismissible by a strong mind. Whose spells should be dismissible by a strong mind. I, with my full strength of spellcasting ability, wish to remove the veil from the eyes of humanity that has been casted upon them by these fucking demonic, parasitic, evil motherfuckers that need to end up in a situation that is Hunger Games for humanity to watch. I don't care. I can understand if you guys don't nod to that one. Maybe you guys aren't as violent as I am, but I would love to see Running Man with, like, them. Bro, I don't care. I would pay, if that shit was on pay-per-view, bro, I'd pay $400 to watch it. I would. I don't give a fuck, bro. I would pay $400 to watch that shit, dude. Like watching Joe Biden, like, mouth breathing, running from the dude in the car, bro. I don't care. The fat dude that had the lightning or whatever, Running Man, dude, I would fucking get that motherfucker, bro. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I don't care, dude. Hey, that's the reality that they brought me up in. They are the ones that created this monster that I've become. It's not my fault. I'm reacting. I'm the mirror man. They put me in this situation. They actually made me the motherfucking person that I am. So why am I apologizing for my level of evil when it ain't, in a weird sort of way, ain't even really my fault? It's like you guys were demons to me and everybody I loved for our whole lives. Every human I seen, you were a monster to them. Of course I want to see them suffer. Of course I want to see them suffer. Are you kidding me? I would... Okay, there's a pecking order. Okay, I would like to see them become conscious and realize what they've done. But again, if they did that, they would end up blowing their brains out, all of them. I think if they realize how evil they've become... Because I don't think it works the way that we think it does. Maybe some of them embrace the evil and love it and all that. I really think some of them, these NPC-ass retards that have so much power and control, are really sort of driven. They're not themselves to a degree. Like the Elon Musks, the Bill Gates, maybe even the Joe Rogans, maybe the majority of people. I don't know. They're sort of driven by the thing. But... if you could find inner peace, you are no longer driven by the thing. If you can find inner peace, and for me that's forgiveness. I have to start appreciating things. It's true. It's like I don't know. It's like some sort of energetic trade and I get the benefits from it. But if I start appreciating things more, I start looking at life like it matters. Like instead of saying, man, why did that illness happen to me? I'm such a good boy. I'm such a good boy and I didn't deserve that. No. Like I could look at it like, man, that reminded me that I sort of do want to be alive. That illness really did a number on me. And it reminded me that I do want to be alive. So I sort of appreciated it happening because to a degree I sort of didn't want to. I mean, again, like I'm way happier now. I'm not in such a bad way as I was back then. But anyways, if you find inner peace, then to a degree, nothing can affect you. There is no parasitic mind entity that can affect you. The thought would feel so foreign to you that you would literally feel the energy of the thought as if it was an entity. If you find inner peace. If you can find inner peace, the mind parasite, it works from fear, worry, very low level experiences, low level states to be in is what I mean. I'm sorry, low level states to be in. Believe me, there's an energetic shift. You can feel it. Can't you guys feel it in your face when you shift from a peaceful state to an angry state? Let's say, I can. My whole head, I can feel it in my whole face and my head. Becomes extremely pressurized or hot. It's literally you can feel it. It's a physical thing happening there, and that sort of happens too. There's one of them little magic pops, but that sort of happens too. What was I gonna say? That stupid fucking pops always distract me, bro. Like it's like fuck you and your stupid little. It's like what's doing that? Sometimes I feel like it's my mind because when they happen, I feel this sort of shift in my brain. Maybe the real truth is that I'm being blasted by like some weird fucking energy towers or something because I'm a truth channel that tries to tell people that this is a suffering realm and they've been tricked into coming here and not to walk into the light and run the fuck away from that. Try to create your own realm and get the hell away from anything connected to this sort of universe. And if there is no way out, if we are stuck in it, then we'd probably better start trying to make this place a better fucking realm to be in for our future children. Because technically, you ain't never going to stop people having kids. You're never, I don't care how anti-natalist you get, I don't care how bad reality gets, you're never going to stop people having kids. But people wouldn't want to, well, me for example, I sort of agree with the anti-natalist thing, but I wouldn't bring a kid into this realm. I wouldn't bring a soul into this realm. I would feel so guilty. And, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's like, man, why don't we just help each other out, come together and say, okay, we've had enough of the torment machine. We've had enough of this insanity of stupidity circus show. We're done. We will come together. We'll learn to farm. We're going to get each other's backs. We're going to help each other build. We just don't want to be a part of this system anymore. I hate this reality. But it didn't have to be that way. It's been constructed that way. It's artificially that way. It doesn't have to be that way. If the reality was even 50% what I know it could be, I would bring 10 children into this reality. But this place is a fucking shithole. Yeah, guys, I guess I still have emotions attached to that. I mean, I thought I was past them, to be honest with you. No, I sort of did. I did kind of want to have a kid when I was growing up. I wanted to have a little boy or a little girl and, raise them and just see how they turned out, see how, I guess, my blood, my raising them style, my upbringing with them, how they would turn out. I know that they would turn out to be amazing people, but, it's just, I don't want them to have a suffering experience, and well, this seems to be one of them. This seems to be one of them suffering ones. So I would not want to bring one of them in here because it's literally like signing the certificate that says you're okay for all this bad shit to happen to somebody else. It's like, no, I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with them. I'm too I guess I'm not that mean. I can't do that to them. Another motherfucking soul. If they turn out like seeing the realities as the hellhole that I see it, why would I bring them here then? Unless I want them to suffer. And this reality is pretty much a shithole if you really look at it. And it never had to be that way. It's unfortunate that it is that way. A non-retarded 12-year-old could make a better system than the one we got. This system that we got is demonic and evil and bizarre and weird and creepy and just illogical. And this slave system that we're a part of, this enclosed system where we're not allowed to move to certain areas in the realm. Like this realm is, the whole realm itself is just being hidden from us. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I would not bring another person into the realm because it's like, they're going to find out eventually. Like, if I'm their father, I have to be honest with them. So, well, anyways, it's just, yeah, I wouldn't. But the sad thing about it is it never had to be that way. Humanity's capable of so much more. Humanity's capable of so much more than this low-level demonic evil state that we're in. It's bizarre to me. It is a loosh farm or some sort of entertainment or energy farm. I don't know what it is, but it's not for our benefit. If you're honest and you observe it honestly, it's not for our benefit. But all right. Anyways, now I am going to cut this one. This just ended up being a weird video. It's interesting to me. My mind just wanders. I try to make videos where I get on in my objective. You know, like I think I had a couple little topics on this one or whatever. Yeah, I was talking about something that was on that page or whatever. But then I kind of rant. But when I started ranting, my objective on this one was just speak from the heart. Like, just say how I really feel. It's like, this place is stupid. I don't like it that much. I love the people. There's some really cool, fun people to be around and blah, blah, blah. But there's just, it's a dookie boy realm. So that's almost depressing to me even further in a weird kind of logical way, right? Because I'm super logical. So I go, okay, this person that I love, you know, this coworker, for example, I love them to death. I'd do anything for them. Yeah, it's cool that they exist, like they, you know, or whatever. But it's like, well, yeah, but they're also in the dookie boy realm. So their existence in a way is sort of depressing. If I look at it with my logical mind, so it's like I grow to appreciate their friendship because, in a weird way, you could say, in the midst of all of this chaos that is happening, we still found other loving human beings. In the midst of a not a beautiful thing. It's sad. Again, if I go the logical route, it's sad. But for me personally, if I forgive, stop holding on to shit. Like somebody that did you wrong, somebody that's still doing you wrong, forgive them. That's big with me. I'm sort of programmed to like, I don't know if it's like a Scorpio trait or whatever. To like, when somebody does me wrong, man, I don't like that shit. Like to me, loyalty is a very big deal. It's a very big deal, and if somebody like stabs me in the back, of course. Now, if again, there's levels of stabbing me in the back, and then there's levels of apology. There's variations to everything. There is no set way anything's supposed to be outside of mathematics. 2 + 2 = 4, and all that simple fucking. But math's actually really interesting when you look into it. We get a really weird version of math that isn't as exciting or fun as what could have been taught to us. If you look at the way they used to do math years ago, it's actually really interesting. But anyways, what was I talking about? It doesn't matter. I'm going to end up cutting this video off now because I think I'm done. But, oh, no. Okay. I definitely made my point. Unplugging from the system's practical, man. Just stop feeding it, whatever it is. You could tell with it. It's demonic and evil. I would say find these people that do these things to us and arrest them. And then humanity needs to learn how to farm. And that's that. I would say, and then we need to set up, and then humanity needs to learn how to distill water But we already know how to fucking do that. We just need to start doing it on a large scale. Humanity needs water, food, and a place to sleep. Oh, well, we have technologies that could build endless houses, especially if you go underground. You could tunnel forever. You could tunnel forever underground. You could have caverns that are the size of fucking cities where people could live for free. And it would be easy. If it's humanity working for humanity, but we're always under the control of this demonic evilness. I hate the God of this reality. I would try to kill it if I could. I don't give a fuck, dude. Oh no, it's 4-year learning. Man, shut for learn what in the Dookie Boy realm? What exactly are people supposed to learn? That they have an ego? Like that's what all this suffering and negativity is about? So just so humans could learn they had an ego or they did some bad things in life? It's like they were in a realm where those things were possible. How can you punish them for doing, and how can you punish them for being the level that they're at? The level that they're at. If they behave that way, that's the level that they're at. Right? If they behave in a low-level fucking meat monkey way, that's the level that they're at. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. One sec, guys. But yeah, then to like permanently punish them because they behaved in a low-level way. But that's the level that they're at, though. That they are the type of person that likes to sleep around. So they cheated on their girlfriend or wife or whatever, or husband. That's who they are. That's the way they behave. So that's the level that they're at. So you're going to punish them eternally for committing those acts while they were alive? It's like, what? Or like punish a gay person? Like, really? Because that, you know what I'm saying? Because that dude's attracted to another dude? Like, as long as the other guy's not yelling out no, I think it's okay. Like, who really even gives a fuck? Like, that's what, like, people are so... Humanity's interesting, you know? But it is a very low-level experience. I don't know why we did this shit. I have no idea, but, like, it's a very low-level, very dense, low-level... I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. Reality, physical, number one. This fucking experience is bizarre. It's, almost is like it's fluid like and ununderstandable. None of it makes sense. There's 10 trillion different truths. All of them have evidence to back them up. It's this sort of mysterious realm that never produces anything but the actual slave realm. There's all kinds of different rabbit holes. Again, you could go down a billion of them, and you're gonna see evidence about you. If you want to go and see Bigfoot, you're gonna find fucking footage of Bigfoot. You want to go and see UFOs, you're gonna find footage of UFOs. You're never going to see the UFO landed on, you know, the White House lawn or whatever, and fucking aliens walk around in them talking aliens, blah blah. And at this point, there's such a distrust and brokenness in loyalty to government that if it happened, I don't even think people would believe it anymore. People would be like, these are demons, or I don't trust these aliens. I think this shit was set up so that we would follow these fucking weird-looking creatures. Actually, in the Bible, it said that their faces will be ugly to you, or something like that. It said that demons, if you seen them, their faces would be ugly to you. And I ain't seen an alien. Well, when I played, I don't know, I guess there can be attractive looking alien ladies. Let's say like just a super hot chick, but her skin's blue. It's like, well, you know, she's still attractive. Her skin just looks fucking blue or whatever. But when they show the aliens, though, they're fucking weird looking, man. Like the actual ones, they're not, their faces are ugly to me, if I'm being honest. They don't look attractive. They're fucking creepy looking. They look like these goddamn monsters. They look like monsters, for Christ's sakes. They look like demons to me. That's what they look like. When I see depictions of what greys look like, or I don't know what the fuck reptile. Well, actually, I do know what reptile. They look like demons though to me. They didn't look like a reptile when I seen one, bro. But anyways, I don't want to get into it, but that looked like a fucking demon to me. That dude fucking... I've never seen anything like that in my life. And Anyways, I told that story in another video. So I had an incident with a cop when I was a kid, and his fucking face changed, and I just thought he could do like gymnastics with his fucking face. I just thought he'd figured out a way to get so mean looking to just scare stupid teenage kids that are getting arrested for stupid shit. Just to fucking get them to shut up. He got so ugly, but then I thought, thinking back, like. And then Alex Jones of all people, fucking somebody like I know in my mind that this dude's a shill, right? Like, anyways, but Alex Jones of all people told a very similar story, and it fucking, anyways, jogged my mind. I was like, man, that same shit happened to me. That same fucking story happened to me. But again, I thought that motherfucker got really good at being mean looking. But yeah, when I went into it, I wasn't gonna go into it. I went into it, but. When I was a kid, okay, I had gotten arrested. I can't remember. I think it was for possession of paraphernalia, which we weren't doing anything wrong. Me and my two buddies was like walking down the street smoking cigarettes. But this cop just didn't like me. Any chance he could get, he would fuck with me. This cop. But anyways, looking at it in hindsight, I think, oh, maybe he'd seen something in me and he was trying to help me. I mean, I don't know, but I got arrested this one time and. I can't remember exactly what I was saying, but I would talk to adults. I was a jokester. Like, I was the type of teenager that was constantly cracking jokes or saying funny shit. I was just constantly being weird. And so I would talk shit even to, like, adults. So I think that's what I was... I can't remember. But I remember he didn't like what I said, and he got right in my face. He said... He was talking to another dude, and so I'm... like sitting where you guys would be. He was looking to his right, and he was talking to a dude who was looking to his fucking left. And they were talking to each other, and he had said something about that kid, and I had said something, and I was handcuffed in the front of my body. And he said, "You think you're tough, kid?" And he got right in my face. But this dude's head changed into a demon head. Like, this dude got so ugly. It's impossible but I guess that was just looking back in hindsight, that was my brain's way of making sense of it. I had no idea of whatever that could be, a reptilian, a demon. I'd never heard of any of these stories at that point in my life. I just thought this dude got so mean look. I mean, I just knew that this dude could actually eat my heart if he wanted to. Like, that's how ugly he got. Like, this dude got so ugly. I mean, he was just... But anyways, he got right in my face, and I went like this and backed away because I wanted the other cop to see how scared I was to fucking help me. But I was like, oh my God, I said something like, this motherfucker's ugly. I can't remember what I would have said. I would have said, this motherfucker's ugly as hell, bro. But he got right in my face too. And I was, oh my God, this motherfucker's ugly as shit. And the other cop just stood there. I thought the other cop was going to help me, but he just and then the other dude was like still kind of ugly, and he's like backing away, but he was still looked like a demon, bro. And the other cop, I'm pretty sure, was looking at him like this, just looking at him. But his face was at me. So the other cop was kind of like behind him still, right? Because his face is like way back here, because they were guys standing on the wall talking, and then when he leaned in on me, so the other dude's like a few feet behind him. And he came at me. So he's backing away like this. So I don't know if the cop seen his fucking... But I mean, dude, I'm telling you, even this dude's head got big. I mean, he had to see it. He had to see how big his forehead was and everything. Like, anyways, it was just a bizarre experience. I don't know, maybe some acid detached from my brain at a bad moment. I don't know. But this dude's face changed. And then... Alex Jones tells this story, and I'm like, that fucking happened to me, dude. Like, I'm not crazy, so, I didn't think I was crazy. I just thought this dude got so weird looking, but, man, if you guys seen how this dude looked, man, I should probably just try to draw it, because I'm decent at drawing and fucking, I could probably draw him, man, but this dude got so fucking ugly, and he got right in my face, and I was fucking, like, a 14-year-old kid at the time, 14, probably 15, Oh, no way. That might have been, I was wearing, I'm sorry, that wasn't from well, anyways, that was from another incident. I got into a fight at school or whatever. I hurt some kid because he came over to my desk. I thought he was coming to attack me because we had an altercation, and he was coming over to my desk, and I ended up attacking him, and they took me to jail, but I had blood all over my sweater from him, and and they ripped my sweater. And I was a chubby kid, and I used to use this sweater to protect my fucking fat body from being seen, because I was very self-conscious about my body, because, I was picked on by my father or whatever, made to feel gross about being fat or whatever. But, and they ripped that sweater. To me, that was a traumatic experience. But like, when you're a poor kid and you got one sweater, it's like, dude, you guys just fucked my sweater up. But the teacher actually was sending him over to my desk to apologize. But again, after the altercation, and I think he pushed me, and he got it in I said, hey, get the fuck away from me, and he pushed me. And well, anyways, I ended up hurting the kid, but I always felt bad about that, because I didn't have to attack him, but I thought he was coming to attack me. I think in the beginning. No, I don't know. I just I shouldn't have did what I did. It was a bad thing, but anyways, I hope that guy's all right. And I know he's all right. He, his nose was broken or whatever, but whatever. He went to the hospital, got fixed up, and he was fine. Kids break their noses all the time. I'm trying to justify it. I still feel bad about that. Like I say, that's one of the fights I was in where they didn't really deserve that type of beating, but we got broke up. It actually wasn't a super bad beating. I'm making it out like it was. No, I punched him probably 5 times. 5 or 6. Well, no, yeah, probably about five times. But I hit hard and I hurt him bad. But Mr. Kokitas broke us up. He ripped my sweater, and my pants fell down. For Christ's sakes, in the middle of the fight, my pants fell down. I had to pull my pants up. That's so embarrassing. I was wearing whitey tighties. That shit was embarrassing as fuck. Dude, I hope my back wasn't brown. That shit would be super embarrassing. Please, Lord, forgive me if that's true. But that shit was funny, bro. That was an interesting experience. But anyways, what's that, guys? But yeah, I just, I don't know. That situation always bothered me. I don't know why I'm telling you guys about that. It's actually sort of an embarrassing story now that I'm thinking about it. It is what it is. But, it's... That one always bothered me, because I've been in a bunch of fights. Like, I grew up around fucking idiots or something, but... and every fight I've ever been in my life, if there was a physical altercation, the other person deserved it. If I hurt them, they deserved it. And this kid, I don't know, he just, he was coming at me after we had already had some altercation where I think he pushed me, and he ended up pushing me again, and I ended up attacking him. But I always felt bad, because I probably could have hit him once, but I was kind of holding him up, like with my left hand, punching him again and again, until Mr. Kokitas got there to break it up or whatever, and fucking ripped my shirt, or my sweater. But anyways, that was the one I always felt bad about or whatever. I still remember the dude's name. Like, I basically thought about going and finding the dude and being like, my bad, dude. Like, I don't know, I shouldn't have hit you like 5 times, whatever I hit him, but it may have even been only like 4 times. I mean, I can't remember. I just, because it was over pretty quick, but I didn't need to hit him more than once. I could have hit him once and walked away, but anyways, I feel horrible about that shit, dude, and that shit still haunts me today, but I deal with it. So I guess instead of forgiving, maybe also asking for forgiveness to find peace makes sense. To ask for forgiveness too. To forgive yourself is a big deal. Sometimes we don't even forgive ourselves. But that's a big deal. That helps me find peace. I kind of wanted to make this rant video. My objective after like going past those couple points I covered, where I was to sort of just rant as long as I could. And I was like, if the video ends up being 5 hours long, that's what it's going to be. As long as I still got energy. I'm a little tired. I worked a decent shift today, and it's been not a super busy week, but I did have a bad night there, and I'm making a lot of stupid diet decisions, to be honest with you guys. I'm just not eating as healthy as I should be eating. It's not like I'm going out of my way to eat unhealthy. I'm trying to eat healthy, but it's very difficult, and it's a pain in the ass, especially if you're like in the daily grind. Like, you would literally need like an old lady to go. I'm single. Like, you would need an old lady to go shopping. Like, when the farmers markets are open and blah blah blah. It's like, what kind of reality are we in? It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, the farmers market should be open 7 days a week. That's just be where people trade my fruits and vegetables for your fruits and vegetables. Hey, I need some seeds over here. I lost some seeds. Here's some. You could have some of mine. Like, if humanity became farmers, distilled water, and I don't know, just built a few more houses. I think we got enough houses right now where everybody could have their own house. But I could be wrong about that. But no, we're in this weird, let's send billions to go do something that has zero effect on everybody's actual existence. It's like, and then we all just sit around and being retards to keep watching this stupid show of nothingness ever happening. But anyways, now I'm going to cut this one off. Yeah, I think I'm done. Okay, I'll catch you guys in the next one.